أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So we will today, inshallah, continue with our study of flexibility, and we will, inshallah, wrap it up today. We will complete whatever we needed to learn under the topic of flexibility. So we did cover some of it yesterday, so I'm just gonna ask some questions just to see how much the participants were able to remember from yesterday. Okay, so my first question is from Sister Afia. Sister, can you tell me, with respect to flexibility, how many categories we have?
In flexibility, we have two, light and heavy.
No. With respect to flexibility. No? Okay. So you got...
Fully or partly.
Yeah. Try again. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Go ahead.
Fully flexible and partly flexible.
And there was a third one.
Non-flexible.
You said fully flexible, partly flexible, and third one was non-flexible. Yeah.
Not remember. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Emma, can you tell me the category? How many categories to flexibility?
There's fully flexible, then there's partially flexible, and then there's non-flexible.
Non-flexible.
Okay.
Good. Thank you, Emma.
Good. Thank you, Emma.
Okay. All right. So, Saad Iqbal. Walaikum salam. So, Saad.
Yes.
I have three words in front of you. Tell me, are they fully flexible, non-flexible, or partly flexible? Sorry, say it again loud.
Flexible, sorry.
Fully flexible. Why are you calling them fully flexible?
Because you can see the static.
You can clearly see the status of each word, huh? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, it ends at the haraka.
So there is a difference in ending haraka, which makes it really easy to tell the status of each of these words. There is no confusion, no difficulty, no ambiguity, correct?
The first row is second row is nasab, and third row is jar.
Jar. So there is no issue identifying these words, and that is why we call them what? With respect to flexibility, what we call them? You
Fully
said
flexible.
fully flexible. So the fully flexible words, it is easy to tell their status because of the ending haraka. It's easy.
Yes.
Yeah. So these kinds of words, there are different examples of them. All of them, they are called fully flexible.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you, Saad. They distinctly show their status. Okay. Now, the next category. I'm showing Musa. The word Musa is written here. And I'm going to ask Sister Rehana. Sister, can you tell me?
Not flexible.
Not flexible. Why it is not flexible?
Because Musa is always Musa, Musa, Musa in Nasab, Rafa, Nasab, and Jar.
Yeah. Yeah. It never changes. Can I say Musu, Musa, Musi?
No,
No,
it's
that would be
always
wrong.
Musa. Yeah.
Yeah, only Musa stays Musa, never changes.
Yeah.
So these kinds of words, sometimes they will have Rafa status, sometimes Nasab, sometimes Jar, but they don't change. So that is why we call them
Not flexible.
non-flexible, because they don't have any flexibility. They don't want to change. So that is why non-flexible. Thank you, sister. Thank you. So we have done revision of two categories: fully flexible, which can, each of these words, these three statuses are clearly distinguished or differentiated, while in non-flexible, that is not the case. They look the same. And when they are used in a sentence, then based on the structure of the sentence, we would know if it is Rafa, if it is Nasab, or if it is Jar. And then there was a third category, partly flexible. But for learning partly flexible, we had to learn something else first. Heavy ism versus light ism. Okay. Can somebody tell me the words in the Muslim chart, were they heavy or light? Musab Iqbal.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Do you know the question?
Yeah, the words in the Muslim chart. Is the first singular Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, they're heavy because they end in un, in sound. Double harakat at the end.
And how about the rest of the words?
Oh, dual is Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Oh yeah, they're also heavy because they end with noon.
No,
And
my
singular,
question was, let me repeat the question. All the words, I'm talking about all the words. All the words in the Muslim chart, are they heavy or light?
they're all heavy.
They are all heavy. That's what I wanted. They're all heavy. Okay. How we make them light? Emma. Emma?
You can make them light by like Muslimin. You can get rid of the thing, and then you can make it like Muslimin, Muslimi, and Musliman, Muslima, and anything like that.
Yeah. So there is a
Same
noon
with feminine.
sound that you have to get rid of. There's a noon sound. Muslimun. There's a noon sound. And when you get rid of the noon sound by making minimum changes, then you can make it light. Yeah. So how to make light? We can just go through this quickly again. We already done it kind of, but let's do this again. I have sister Mariam Batul. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. Make all three of them light, please. Sister Mariam Batul. No. Brother MD Mofizal Kabir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Muslimun, Muslimu, Musliman, Muslima, Muslimin, Muslimi.
All right. Good. No noon sound anymore, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, good. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, brother. So
Jazakallah
now
khair.
for duos, I'm going to go to Tarhan. Tarhan,
Yes.
give me the light version.
Okay. So Muslima, Muslimai, Muslimai.
Okay, keep going. I give you the next three words.
Muslimu, Muslimi, Muslimi.
All right, good. Thank you, Tarhan. So now I have in front of you the heavy version and the light version. You know the heavy version already, but so the light version is Muslimu, Muslima, Muslimi, Muslima, Muslimai, Muslimai, Muslimu, Muslimi, Muslimi. The noon sound is removed, and now it is the light Muslim chart. And for the feminine chart, we can make it light as well. And how we make that light? Let me pick someone. Is Taimia here? Taimia? Yeah, Taimia is here. Start from Muslimatun and make 9 light words out of it from the feminine chart.
Muslimatu, Muslimata, Muslimati, Muslimit, Muslimata, Muslimati, Muslimate,
No.
Muslimati,
What's the second one? After Muslimata?
Muslimate,
Say it again.
Muslimate,
Tai. Yeah, Tai. Okay, good.
Muslimate, Muslimatu, Muslimati, Muslimati.
Muslimat. Okay. Now, Taimia. If I see a heavy word, a heavy noun or ism, do I need to worry why it is heavy?
No,
No. Why?
because that's its regular form.
That's its regular form. We don't need to worry about it. But how about if it is light?
Then there's like a reason.
Then there's a reason. And we need to figure that out. We need to know why it is light. It is important. And there is one reason that we already know now that it can be light out of those 4 reasons. What is that? Do you remember, Taimia?
By removing the noon.
No, that's the way we make it light. But what is the reason behind it? Why we have to make it light? There are 4 reasons. There can be 4 reasons. One of the reasons we discussed last time. Do you remember what was that? No? Anybody else? No? Knows, remembers? Brother Taimur, yes.
Proper feminine names.
What's the whole category called?
Um,
Now I have it in front of you.
Partly flexible.
Partly flexible words. There are subcategories under it, but the words or ism which are partly flexible, they are always light. So if you see a light ism, it could possibly be light because it is a partly flexible word. Because partly flexible words are always light. And there was another thing about them, another special thing about them. They are always light, and there was one thing more, Brother Taimur. Do you know? Generally, they don't do something.
They don't take a kasra.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair, brother. Generally, Brother Wahid, they don't take kasra. They don't take kasra. Generally. Sometimes they will do in special circumstances, but generally, they don't take kasra. So partly flexible nouns are always light. And generally they don't take kasra. And there are some categories of those words. Under partly flexible words, there are some categories. And that's what we're gonna go over. We went over them, a couple of them yesterday. Inshallah, we will complete the list today. So first one was feminine names. All feminine names, they are partly flexible. So you cannot say Maryamun. That will be totally wrong. Okay, so we have Maryam. Brother Wahid, can you come back, please?
Yes.
So Maryamu is Rafa. What is nasab form of Maryamu?
Mariam is a flexible, non-flexible, partly flexible. Sorry.
Can you say the next word, nasab?
Nasabun.
No, I mean, Maryamu is Rafa. What will be the nasab form of Maryamu?
Mariam.
Maryamu, Maryama, or Maryami?
Mariami.
No, there is no Maryami.
Mariami.
Maryama.
Mariama.
Yeah. And how about jar?
Mariami.
No, because it doesn't take kasra, Brother
It
Wahid.
doesn't take us. Mariama.
Maryama. Good, good. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Wahid. Because it has to be light, so it cannot be Maryamun or Maryaman, and it doesn't take kasra generally. So that is why it cannot be Maryami. So Maryamu, Maryama, Maryama. Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. So all feminine names. Non-Arab names like Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima. It will not be Ibrahimun or Ibrahimi, you know. Among prophets, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Shuaib, Saleh, Hud, Nuh, Lut. These names, they are fully flexible. Okay. These names like Ibrahim, Adam, Fir'aun, these are called non-Arab names, and they fall under the category of partly flexible. Next category, names of places. So Makkatu, you cannot say Makkatun. No. Any proper names of places, they are partly flexible, and that is why they're always light and they don't take kasra. So it will be, even the jar form will be Makkata, not Makkati. Makkatu, Makkata, Makkata. Misru, Misra, Misra, Egypt. Yeah, something like that. Next category, Af'alu pattern. The words in this pattern who sound like Af'alu, like Akbaru, Asgharu, Ajmalu. You know, they have a pattern. They rhyme in a certain way. The words of this pattern in Arabic language, they're also called partly flexible. They're always light and they don't take kasra. So akbaru, akbara, akbar. Under this, there will be, inshallah, we will be learning even the body defects like abkam, abkamu. So if it is like akbaru or abkamu, it's the same thing because it follows the same pattern. So body defects or ismut tafdil, inshallah, we will learn them later. So as long as it follows this pattern, then it has to be partly flexible. Extra alif and hamza at the end. Alif mamduda, you can say, at the end. And that has to be extra. Okay? Because ain, lam, and mim in this word, ulama, is the root, are the root letters. So the next two letters, alif and hamza, they are extra. So these kinds of words, ulama, shurafa, ghuraba. Ulama is the plural of alim. Alim is the one who is knowledgeable. So ulama, ulama'u, ulama'a, ulama'a. But remember, this has to be an extra. It should not be part of the root letters. If it's part of the root letter, then it won't be partly flexible. So this is one category, and then we have words of two more patterns. Masajidu pattern and masakinu pattern. So if you see this pattern, and the meme doesn't have to be the first letter, you know, by chance, I have chosen the words. In both cases, meme is the first letter. No, meme doesn't have to be, it can be any letter. As long as it follows the pattern. Masajidu, rawasiyu. Masajidu means mosques. Rawasiyu, like mountains, big mountain. Madarisu, schools. Darahimu, it's a plural of dirham. Darahimu. So you see, there is no meme at the start. So meme doesn't have to be at the beginning. So, but it has to follow the pattern. Masajidu. It should sound like this. If it is the case, then it will be partly flexible. And same is true from masakinu. Like another word will be masabihu. Masabihu, lamps. Huh? Or ababilu. In Surah Al-Fil, we have the word ababil. Huh? But it sounds like masakin. Ababilu. Masakinu. So the words that sound like this, there are also partly flexible. They will be always light. And generally, they will not take kasra. Okay, these are the few categories that I've listed here. This is not a complete list, but this will at least at the beginning will help us, because this will cover most of the instances where we will find partly flexible words. Okay, any question so far? Okay. You see, we are building some foundation by learning flexibility, because that will inshallah help us in the next topic, where there will be some special circumstances where knowing the flexibility, especially the partly flexible words, will inshallah help a lot in learning some other topics. Okay, so there was one thing I kept saying a lot again and again, that partly flexible words are always light, and generally they don't take kasra. But sometimes they do. Sometimes they will take kasra. And they do that in two circumstances. They do that in two circumstances. A partly flexible ism can take kasra under two situations. First of them is when you attach an al with a partly flexible word. Then if it has to be majroor, it has to have jar status, then it will take kasra. For example, Makkah. Makkah is partly flexible, but if you add al with it, and for some reason if it has to be majroor, it has to have jar status, then it will be it can be al-makkati. Now it can be al-makkatu, al-makkata, al-makkati. It is still partly flexible, but because of al, now it can take kasra if needed. If needed. If you add al to akbaru, the third word here, it can be al-akbaru, al-akbara, al-akbari. Now it will take kasra because of the addition of al before it. So that's one situation. Okay. And the other one, I can mention that here right now, but you will not be able to, the new students won't be able to understand it fully. But inshallah, we will cover that later. So I will just going to mention it. If you don't understand it, that's okay. Don't worry about it. When it is used as a mudaf. When the partly flexible word is used as a mudaf, then it can take kasra if needed. Like masajidillahi. Because of fi, it has to be in jar status, and that is why it is an example of mudaf ilayh. But because you haven't learned it, so you probably don't know what I'm talking about. So, but for the older students, the students who have done this course before, who are part of this course again, they, I believe, know what I'm talking about. But anyway, if you don't understand what is mudaf ilayh, inshallah, that is actually the next topic we are going to learn. So, partly flexible ism can take kasra, but only in two circumstances. Number one, when al is attached to them to make them proper noun, then they will take kasra if needed. Another, when they are used as mudaf, then they can take kasra if needed. That's all about flexibility. So, in brief, there are three categories under flexibility: fully flexible, non-flexible, partly flexible. Fully flexible and non-flexible is very simple. But when it comes to partly flexible, there is a lot of complexity in it. Partly flexible words are always light. They don't take kasra generally. And they will take kasra under only two situations, which we talked about: when al is attached to them to make them proper noun, or when they are used as mudaf. They will take kasra if needed for some reason in the sentence. That's all about flexibility. Inshallah, we'll start a new topic next time. This is end of the lecture today. If there are any questions, we can talk about them now.
Assalamu alaikum, Shabazz bhai. This is Iqbal here. Just have a question. I just want to test my understanding here. Can we also say that a party flexible ism, nasab and jar have the same form? Can we also define it like that?